thank you for coming in. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming in to today's product call. T Tonight in Malaysia, in Singapore, we have a wonderful senior person who's going to share with us, Barbara Ball. Basically, she is a director, elite Go Train trainer from the States. It's so wonderful to have Barb, wake up early and then, be here with us tonight. So of course, she started a business in way early in 1995. And you can see she's a certified trainer, a certified Go Train lifestyle coach, certified nutrimetric consultant, nutrimetric trainer, certified product specialist. The list goes on. She's a Million Dollar Club member, a director, and then wow, she's married 56 years, and she's a grandma of 11. And you look so young. You don't look your age. So definitely, we're gonna learn so much from Bob tonight. So without further ado, I'm gonna actually pass the time to Barbara. So go ahead, Barbara. The stage is
Thank
yours.
you so much. I have four sons. My oldest son is 53. So, and my oldest grandchild is 29. My youngest grandchild is 8. So they keep me hopping and busy all the time. So I absolutely love it. So thank you for inviting me this evening. Whoops, that's not good. I okay. My computer is all goofy, so I don't know where it's going. So what that Michael, maybe you should run it or Jeffrey. Right now, I don't know what you're seeing. What are you seeing? Are you seeing all of them?
Yes, I'm seeing. Okay, now there is your page, your profile.
Let me end my show and start it again. Let me start it again. I have a new computer and I don't like it, but that's okay.
It's
Okay,
okay.
so all right, what we have to understanding that all your health conditions are all linked to your gut. That's why I love talking about the gut. So I'm not going to be, I told everyone I am not a slide reader. I'm an educator. I talk about the slides, but if you want to take pictures of the slides, that's fine. I also made these slides available, but look what's all connected to the gut from cardiovascular, obesity, diabetes, asthma, and the list goes on and on. So, your microbiome that is inside your gut is a constant battleground. Good guys, bad bugs, good bugs. So, look at these two pictures. What we want is symbiosis, beautiful river with flowers, and the scene is beautiful. However, what our gut really looks like is a dysbiosis, sludge, yuck. What's happening? And that's why we have so many different challenges with our health. So, gut health is beyond digestion. We think, oh, what we eat, that's what matters. And no. So, it is so important to take good care of your gut because the cornerstone of health is your gut. Look at all that's happening. Your gut is actually referred to as your second brain. Trillions of bacteria. I actually stayed up one night and counted them. No, that's not true. I did not do that. But if you look at it, it's fungi, microorganisms, and they all play a role in how you think and how well you feel. So, overall health. So, again, did you know that the human gut contains over 100 trillion microorganisms and they outnumber your cells by a factor of 10? It's your second brain. It thinks for itself. It causes the genetic diversity, over 150 times more genes than the human genome. And your immune system is all intertwined in your gut, 80% of it. So if you're not feeling well, that means your gut is not working well. So again, it impacts your whole body. First of all, Are you absorbing your nutrients? Proper digestion is crucial, and the gut is capable of making nutrients. Your immune function. Your intestine is coated with billions of microorganisms and cells that want to filter junk, toxins. Think of the word toxins as poison. Why do we put that in our body? It's killing us one cell at a time. Guess what? Blood sugar and thyroid function. Your gut bacteria regulates your glucose metabolism, your thyroid hormones. That impacts your energy production and your weight. So we have that gut-brain connection. The gut produces neurotransmitters like serotonin and GABA, which affect your mood and how your emotional well-being is. See how that gut is so intertwined? It also regulates your sleep because it influences your melatonin production, your circadian rhythms, how well you feel, and weight management. Certain gut bacteria promote satiety, which is fullness. It stops your cravings. It builds up that metabolism and it helps you with weight control. So making changes requires energy. High impact. Your diet is the most significant thing on your gut health. So you have to increase fiber-rich foods. We'll talk about that. Stop processed foods. If it's not a food, stop eating it. Usually, if it comes in a box or a can, read the label. You're going to find out it's all processed. Processed means it's not food, it's junk. All right. And then your lifestyle. What are you doing? How are you managing your stress? Chronic stress is something that we implode upon ourselves. That means you wake up and your brain is flapping, you go to sleep and your brain is going, and you never shut it off. That's really unhealthy. What your body is programmed for is acute stress. A tiger runs in, you run out. Your body reacts. That's what we're programmed for. However, most of us live under chronic stress. And sleep. Guys, you have to sleep. No question. Go to bed at 10, get up at 6, but the hours between 10 p.m., wherever country you live in, 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. is crucial, crucial for your health. So adequate sleep, and it affects your gut. So again, consistent supplementation. Why? Because we're not eating right. Regular use. So how are we target our microbiome? How do we maintain it? And you have to understand part of it, you have to move your mass. We were not creatures that were created to sit on a couch or sit in a chair. We were hunters and gatherers way back. If you didn't catch your food, you didn't eat it. If you didn't fish for it and catch a fish, you didn't eat it. But instead, we're couch potatoes. So again, moderate exercise. Get up and move as much as you can. So again, there are focus factors. We want to look at what are you eating? Diet. A diet rich in fiber supports your regular bowel movements and prebiotics. We'll talk about that for gut bacteria. Probiotics found in fermented foods and also high fiber food contribute to the health of your gut and they help you digest food. Hydration, you have to hydrate. A lot of times you get a headache and you think, oh, I've got a headache. I need some to get rid of it. So you might take something like an Advil or a Tylenol or something. No, what your body is saying is, I need water. So I'm a coffee person. I'm drinking coffee. It's in the morning, but for every cup of coffee, I also need 8 ounces of water. This dehydrates, just so you know. Tea dehydrates. So you need to drink. And they say, oh no, I put water in my coffee. Not the same. So again, coffee, water, drink it. Tea, drink it. So again, hydration helps with your stool and smooth digestion. And mindful eating slowly. How many of you really eat on the run? You go through a drive-through and you pick it up and you're eating while you're driving. You get food and you sit in front of a TV. You get food and you sit in front of your computer. No more, ever. Why? Because you don't even know what you're eating. You're just like a little robot putting things in. So, mindful eating, relaxing, that should be a time of relaxation and enjoyment. All right. Because now you are processing and digesting your food correctly. So, again, what goes first? Well, you take care of your gut. So, your fiber intake. It feeds your bacteria. It's the food that feeds these little microbes that are hungry, 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 hungry. It helps with bowel regulator and aids in the production of short chain fatty acids. So we talk about NutriClean, which is a form of our fiber. And then the next step would be digestive enzymes for absorbing your nutrients, because a lot of the stuff we eat doesn't break down. Or as we age, I'm old, I'm aging. So as I age, I need more enzymes to help me break down the food, even if it's good food. I have to break it down. All right. So isotonic probiotics and the digestive enzymes. And then the probiotics. We have a phenomenal probiotics with 10 different beneficial strains. We'll be talking about these. So butyrate, we talk about. Butyrate supports your gut bacteria. It actually reduces inflammation and it gets that motor burning, that metabolism going, that energizer bunny in you. And that's with the Prime Advanced Digestive Support. And aloe. One of my favorite is aloe juice. All right. Why? From an infant to a senior citizen, aloe rules. Aloe rocks. Aloe is my first go-to for any of my clients. It's so we say aloe is four antis: anti-inflammatory, antifungal, antibacterial, and again, there's one more, it'll come to me. So four antis: bacterial, fungal, viral, and inflammatory. So again, so important. So fiber is important. The average person, this is American, I'm sure it's the same in the country you reside, doesn't get enough. You need 10 to 15. That's what people are getting. But what they actually need is 25 grams for women and 38 grams for men. And I'm telling you, you are not getting it unless you have mindful eating. Why do you need it? This is a great picture to take a slide of if you want, but you want gut health. So you want fiber-rich foods. You want prebiotic foods. You want probiotic. And you want omega-3 fatty acids, a good omega-3 fatty acid. So these are what we're looking for: fiber, probiotic, prebiotic, and omega-3s. So again, if you want a complete product supplement that has pre, pro, and postbiotics, all are essential. It's called a complete. It's in our fiber powder. We have Fibersol 2 and what it is in the NutriClean Advanced Fiber. It helps you feel full sooner. It also, which most people don't understand, it helps with healthy triglycerides for your heart. It makes you feel full sooner. Bowel regularity. Guys, bowel regularity is dynamite important. So important. When I work with my clients, they think pooping, not a great subject, but they think pooping might be good once a week or once a month. No, you're talking 1, 2 a day, not once a week, because that's all bulking up in your colon, not healthy. And then you also want healthy blood sugars. And again, fat metabolism. So all are important with our inulin. And inulin is great. It's a prebiotic found in chicory root. And again, it feeds the bifidobacteria that again help that gut get healthy. So again, all is there, and we have 5 grams of inulin in our powder. So we also have probiotic. Those are, we have the lactobacillus, we have the plantarum, bifidum, and KC. So all of this is just in one product. It helps our immune system. It helps our digestion. And again, it helps our integrated of our gut. So it also has something really important called L-glutamine. The L means natural. That's an amino acid that fuels the intestinal cells. So important. Just FYI, L-glutamine is a precursor to glutathione. Glutathione is your master detoxifier to get rid of junk, to get rid of waste, to get rid of poisons, toxins in your system. If you don't have L-glutamine, you cannot get rid or you cannot manufacture in your body glutathione. People just, I'm just telling you, just more information. It comes out of my head, so sometimes I don't know. I just keep talking, just so you know. But L-glutamine, children and adults on the spectrum, autism, ADD, ADHD, all of these things, they do not have a good source of L-glutamine. Therefore, they do not detox. So again, something to keep in mind. So again, we have our advanced NutriClean fiber powder for bacterial growth. We have the pre, pro, and postbiotics. And you can, all these things here, when it says the benefits, you can go to your website and pull this information out. So I'm not going to read all of this, just so you know. So again, what is in it? You've got 5 grams of the inulin prebiotic, 5 grams of fibersol, which is soluble fiber, uh, 1.5 billion colony forming units at CFUs of different 4 different probiotics, and then 1 gram of L-glutamine. There is nothing on the market that can touch this product. So we also have digestive enzymes because we need to break down and digest our food because of stress, aging, and what we eat. We're not breaking down our food. So we need some help. This has one probiotic in it, all right, but it doesn't cover all the other ones. So again, the function, your digestive enzymes break down so that we can absorb our foods. Understanding lack of healthy veggies means lack of enzymes. What does that mean? How are we eating our vegetables? In a can? Those might you there's nothing left in them. So raw vegetables, steamed vegetables, frozen vegetables that are steamed are the best source. The best source is actually raw. Carrots, beans, whatever we're doing, asparagus. I eat a lot of raw vegetables because I like them. I don't like them cooked, so I eat them raw. So again, and colorful. There are so many beautiful colors of vegetables. All right. And that all helps us digestion comfort. It breaks down our nutrients so our body can absorb them. So again, we want to break them down for occasional stomach. When you go out to eat and you know you're eating the wrong things and you get home and just feel like, I don't feel good, take 1 or 2 capsules of our digestive enzymes, and within minutes, you will feel better. So again, key ingredients, Digizan, phenomenal product. We are the very few companies have this. We have this. It is a blend of amylase, protease, cellulase. What it does is it breaks down fats, carbs, proteins. It breaks it all down, our Digizan. Then we have the lactospore, which is our probiotic. Sucrase breaks down sucrose, magnesium. We are so deficient in magnesium. And then potassium helps that electrolyte balance. So again, here it is, the Digizyme. Again, it's a registered trademark. That's what makes our digestive enzymes so important. Breaks down carbs, fats, and proteins. So again, your gut matters. your ecosystem, just like your house, the environment of your house. The environment of your gut is so important. We keep it diverse and we keep it balanced. When it's disruptive, it will lead to health challenges. So, again, we want to look at digestive and immune support. We need more probiotics. They're overwhelmingly beneficial. Studies have shown that adding probiotics to your diet helps with your heart, your mental, and your skin health. Unbelievable, huh? So, clinical studies on all our different probiotics. So, again, we have a diversity. That's why we have probiotics 10. Most probiotics on the market have one or two, and they say ours is the best. There's 50 billion. Well, it doesn't matter how many billion. What we're looking at, how many strains, how many areas of the body can we adapt and help? That's what we're focused on. All right, so important. So again, oh, see, there's some weird little words here. If you see it, whatever. But again, 10 different strains. All right, so we look at what helps with stress and mood. What helps it populates. So the salivarius is through the mouth, small and large intestine. Oh my goodness. I fixed that, didn't help. So then we have skinny bugs. What are those? They are actually probiotics that help you maintain your weight. We call them skinny bugs. And then we have super fermenters. All right. So we have all different strains that all do different things. And that's important. So again, advanced technology, the survival rate of most commercial probiotics are 10 to 30%. So in other words, they do not live through the stomach acid and bile. Therefore, we have a technology that encapsulates our probiotics that they stay hidden, they stay encapsulated till they get to your gut and they reach a certain temperature and boom, they burst open. That is very cool. So again, we want them surviving the digestion process. They are so important for your weight, your stress. Actually, probiotics with people with a UTI, urinary tract, probiotics help with that. They help with your teeth. They help your body adapt to stress. And again, overall wellness helps your body's normal resistance to yeast, skin, and digestion. So many ways, and helps with cholesterol levels. So again, additional benefits again, they help with gastrointestinal tract. They help with your immune support. They help with healthy vaginal flora and pH for women of the vagina. So again, all these things. And people say, well, how many should I take? Follow the directions on the bottle. That's maintenance. If you have some issues, take it in the morning and take it at night. All right, very easily digestible. So now we have beyond nourishing your gut, we have short chain fatty acids. They're crucial for digestion, detoxing, and brain. We have a brain gut connection. So we look at that of a phenomenal ingredient called butyrate, which is your colon's fuel. If you get into a car, you need gas. Your colon needs gas. Otherwise, it's not functioning. So butyrate is the gas for your colon. Short chain fatty acids help your gut barrier. It stops the bad things going in and out. Same way with your brain. The microbiome balance, again, beneficial. You saw that sludge and the beautiful dysbiosis that we want, not the yucky stuff, not the sludge. We want the beautiful river with the flowers. And these compounds help the gut's motility, meaning these short chain fatty acids can interact with each other and they help with your digestion and blood sugar health. So they help with liver health Butyrate is primarily metabolized in the gut. It sends signals to the liver for blood sugar and energy. It also may help support your cholesterol synthesis, and it influences your appetite. There are gene factors that related to glucose production and the feeling of full sooner. So important. So we have this gut brain axis representing the bidirectional. They go both ways. It's like a superhighway, brain, gut, brain, between your gastrointestinal tract and your central nervous system. Butyrate serves as the precursor for the neurotransmitter GABA for your brain function. Short chain fatty acids also help your brain behavior. So important. Picture there is actually your brain and your gut, and there's a super highway, one street, one highway from the gut to the brain. That's the vagus nerve. And everything else feeds into the vagus nerve. So again, it's a two-way street. The gut produces neurotransmitters that affect the mood. The vagus nerve is the direct communication path between the gut and the brain. This influences your immune response, and the brain stress signals alter your gut and microbiome. So you want healthy brain, healthy gut. So with that, we have the prime digestive support, gut health, metabolic health, cognitive health. As we age, your gut health function, your metabolic function, your cognition function diminish. It's called aging. We want to pep that up, spark that up so that it doesn't affect aging as we know it. Key ingredients called tributylin, which is core biome, and berberine. So again, berberine is important for your healthy lipids, liver health, insulin activity, healthy gut barrier, body biome, and also that GABA, that energy source neurotransmitter in your brain. Healthy gut, healthy immune system. The gut, again, I can't tell you enough. It plays a crucial role. If you get sick a lot, your gut isn't healthy. If you have cognition issues, your gut isn't healthy. So again, a direct highway, super highway from the gut to the brain. One of my most important thing I love is aloe for digestion, for overall health, for immune function. Our aloe, first of all, it tastes good. It comes in natural and the strawberry kiwi and the cranapple. So oral supplementation is known to support healthy digestive tract. Again, it actually, the one thing I can say about aloe heals. And I can say that. Aloe heals. It's been around for over 3,000 years. So it promotes digestive comfort. Did you know that and this is a infographic that you can have in your back office, fresh whole leaf aloe juice. The aloin is taken out. So it's not a laxative. So ours, the aloin is taken out. It's eliminated. So it's like a lot of people say, oh, I can't take aloe. It makes me go to the bathroom too quick. No, it's taken out, and that's a good thing. So our aloe is different than things on the market. Also, when you go to a market or a store, they can put a gallon bottle and put in 1 teaspoon of aloe and the rest water, and they can label it as aloe. Ours is 150% whole leaf aloe. It's made with active aloe, okay, which contains isolates and bioactive. It's active for health benefits. It supports the immune system, gut barrier, and it's a good source of healthy bacteria. Again, your immune system, oral aloe, rich in vitamins and minerals, and promotes normal healing. That's so important with your immune health. So, ultimate aloe stands out due to its superior purity. It aloe actually has a stamp on it from the International Aloe Society that certifies it for content and purity. It's 3 times more polymers. That means it's more effective than anything in the competition. And it's real Vera juice and pulp. There's no unwanted junk like the aloe in it. So again, long-term benefits. It helps your immune function, mental clarity, healthy metabolic function, and longevity. There's actually an aloe detox that you can also do. Very gentle detox. And you need 2 bottles of aloe. So it's 14 days. On day 1, you take 1 ounce, which is a capful. On day 2, you take 2 capfuls, 2 ounces. On day 3, 3. On day 4, 4. On day 5, 5. 6, day 6. 7, day 7. Then on the 8th day, you back down. You do another 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very gentle detox. And what that does is your colon is like a tube. Picture a garden hose. And that garden hose, your colon starts building up with what we call fecal material. Poop. That's what it is. And it gets hard and dried. So what you really have then is your hose, and what happens is there is a lining. This is a pencil, so figure a pencil going through that hose, where instead of your whole hose being open, flushing water, flushing out the junk, it becomes impacted, and that hole just gets tighter and smaller and smaller. Therefore, people are constipated or diarrhea. They're both the same. So, what aloe can do is with this detox or taking it regularly, it goes in and it dries up it actually loosens up all this dried fecal material and it flushes it out. It takes time. It's not like, oh, it's here. No, it's usually a 14, 15-day detox. All right. It doesn't matter, morning, noon, night, doesn't matter when you do it. It's a great detox, gentle detox to get rid of that built up fecal material. When years ago, there was an actor. He was one of my favorite. You might have never heard of him. His name was John Wayne. Loved him. He was in restaurants, he was in westerns. He was in, war movies. His name was John Wayne. He had when he died, he had a very extended stomach. They did an autopsy. He had 30 pounds of dried fecal material. Your gut's not working, your brain's not working, your metabolism not working, you're not well. So again, aloe is phenomenal. If nothing else, take aloe. I love aloe also because I have 11 grandkids. They all grew up on our aloe. All right. Yeah, I gave them strawberry kiwi. They could have taken natural because, excuse me, babies don't really have a taste. We give them the taste because we think we don't like it, they won't like it. They don't really care. All right, just telling you. So natural is great, no sugars, but just like eyedropper full. Because when babies are born, their gut, their biome, it is not fully developed. So therefore, you're going to have babies that are crying and they say, oh, they're colic. No, their gut's not developed. So the doctor might give them a prescription medication to calm them down. I gave my babies aloe. All right. Within minutes, They stop bunching up. They stop crying. They're happy. They go to sleep. All right. So aloe might be a key if you have babies or children you love. Just saying. Another thing, children of school age, preschool and kindergarten, the number one issue is stomach aches. Guys, it's not their stomach. They just haven't pooped. All right. So sometimes it hurts. So when you have young children and they're not pooping, they'll go to school. Picture this: a 3 year old, a 4 year old, a 5 year old going to preschool. And now they walk into a bathroom where there are stalls. They don't want to go. That's intimidating to them. What do they do there? So again, very few of them have their own private bathroom. That doesn't happen. So what happens if they go to school, they have to poop. They don't want to poop because all these kids are around them. So they hold it and they hold it and they hold it till they get home. And now they get home and they cry because it hurts to go. Aloe. Just saying, the best remedy out there. That's my opinion. That's not Market America's opinion. That's my opinion. Have been using it for 31 years. Number one product that goes out of my house is aloe. So again, long-term benefits. So what I've talked about this morning or your evening is I've talked about the NutriClean powder. It has prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics in it. All of them. And it also has L-glutamine in it. That's a precursor to the master detoxifier glutathione. I talked about digestive enzymes that contain the digozyme, which is the uh, special ingredient, trademarked ingredient, and lactospore, which is another type of probiotic. Probiotics 10 strains, 10 billion, each has 1 billion colony forming units. You want a probiotic with the most strains. And in the United States, on the TV also always is, oh, Activia, because it has probiotics in it. Guess what? Any yogurt that has probiotics in it, great. But guess what? They're dead. They're not alive. They're not alive. They're dead. So if you want to eat dead bugs, okay, it's fine. But take live bugs with our probiotic 10 that burst open in the gut. And then we have our advanced digest, it's now called Prime Digestive Support with a short-chain fatty acids that has butyrate and berberine. And then our Ultimate Aloe. It's international certified, different flavors. It comes in the liquid or the travel packs. We have so much to offer. First you, and then your clients. So what are you looking for? There's additional products to support your gut health. We have I don't know what's available in your countries, but we have Hepato Cleanse, which is a liver cleanse. We have the NutriClean Aloe tablets that are for a very stubborn colon to poop better. We have curcumin, my favorite product. If I'm on a desert island, I will not go anywhere without my curcumin. FYI, each little curcuminoid tablet has 400 milligrams of the curcuminoid in it. All right, 6 of them, 2,400 milligrams, is equivalent to a prescription anti-inflammatory. Now, do you want to take 6 a day? No, not really. But I started off with, and I got this from my pharmacist because I told them I don't want a prescription drug anymore. It totally wrecked my colon system bad, and I had to correct it. All right, I didn't know. I just did what the doctor told me to. So I took curcumin. I started with 4, and now I take 3 a day because I have a lot of inflammation. Doesn't look like it. I feel healthy, but I know what my body needs, and I have inflammation. So I want to reduce the inflammation. So that's my go-to product. Literally, if I don't take curcumin and omega 3s, which I didn't talk about every day, I can tell. We have the NutriClean 7-day cleanse. We've got a complete detox kit, which is different. Didn't talk about that. We have that has the tablets and it's got the curcumin, it's got the hepatocleanse, the curcumin, and the oxygen extreme. And you can biostack these. If you need more fiber, we have nutrition shake. If you need more protein, we have the whey protein, the tower. So we have so many things that can help you. I know I really whipped through all of this. 51 slides. I talk fast. It is what it is. So I can stop share.
Okay. Well, indeed, you blast through 51 slides real fast.
Yeah, that
But
was
that's
51 slides. Flew right through.
yeah, there's a lot of information. Sure. I think we can start the Q&A session right now. There are a couple of questions.
Sure.
Let me just okay. We'll go
Are
through
they
the
in the, are the
questions one by
questions in the
one
chat? Are
in
they in
the
the
chat.
chat?
Yeah. But the rest of us who are in the session
Yeah.
tonight, feel free
Okay,
to
so
also open, and speak out your question if you have any. All right, let's go through
okay, so
the.
I'll just go through the okay, so first of all, I am not a doctor. I have no degrees. I just have a lot of education. Just so you know
That's
that.
fine.
And I work with a lot of doctors. And as a nutrimetrics trainer and consultant, I educate doctors so they can educate their clients. And I love it.
Yeah.
So one says your aloe, yes, 1 ounce on day one, day two, 2 ounces, day three, 3 ounces, go all the way up to 7 ounces. Actually, every day I drink about 3 ounces of aloe a day. That's my routine. That's what I do. All right. And then on this eighth day, you go back seven. So you do seven, 2 days in a row, seven, seven, and then back down seven, six, five, four, three, two, one. And you can, it's safe. You could do it, every other month. I mean, it's aloe. It is one of the best products, in my opinion, that we have. A baby, an eyedropper full, which is like a tablespoon. So you can get these little eyedroppers. If they're very young infants, just squish it and put it in their mouth, squeeze it in. You can put it, if they're a bottle, you can put a little in a bottle. You can add water to it. Just do that. Um, Dosing for the baby preschool. Again, the baby 1 to 2, you can give 1 to 2 ounces several times a day, depending upon if they have a tummy ache. It's aloe. It's not medicine. It's aloe. So you can't overdose on aloe. I'm just saying. But again, a baby 1 ounce several times a day, which is like a dropper full. Um, preschool kids, preschool kids they can drink an ounce of aloe. All for real. I always have aloe in my refrigerator, always. And my husband was a school principal, and we at one time we had 7 of our grandkids in his school. And so he would be the driver back to our house and then the drop off, and then they'd be there till dinner time. And then the kids would pick them up. My adult kids would pick up their kids. So just FYI, another information is that when my grandchildren came to my house, I had a blender. And when they came home, they would have a nutrition shake. It would be the nutrition Go Trim vanilla chocolate. We didn't have cookies and cream. And they would make a shake because you know what? They're starving, you know. And usually if kids are starving, they get junk. They'll eat cookies and candy and junk, junk, junk. So my grandkids, they could make their own shake. They could put in blueberries, strawberries, spinach, whatever they want to put in there. And they made their shake. And guess what? That shake kept them full until 2 hours later when their parents picked them up. So shakes for afternoon, That was just a side.
Okay.
Okay, but the dosing, an ounce, dropperful for babies. Inflammation, uh, inflammation in my wrists. I have arthritis, inflammation. I have two hip replacements because I was naughty and old, so I wore them out. So I have that. So if I have any aches, pains that aren't normal, just that type of inflammation, I take aloe. I take curcumin as an anti-inflammatory. Omega 3s are phenomenal for anti-inflammatory. In fact, in Europe, they do not give um, anti-inflammatory medication. They give they prescribe omegas for anti-inflammatory. Just saying. What kind of inflammation do you have? Any gut parasites? That's a great question, and the answer is no. We don't have anything to kill parasites. Um, we do have things like more minerals. Our multi-mineral helps with parasites, but there's different parasite cleanses you can have, but we don't have anything specifically for gut parasites other than our products, but that's not attuned to parasites. And we all have them. We don't want them. But some are good, some are bad. Any other questions?
Okay.
Otherwise, I just keep yapping here.
All right.
Hi,
Any other
Barbara.
questions from Flo? Yeah. Go ahead.
This big one here. Can I check with you? What will be the effect, the detox that you mentioned from day 1 to 7 and then day 8 to 14?
Whatever that is. So 7 days and then just using aloe.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of effect of taking off this 14 days detox? What do you experience? Maybe you can do some sharing so that we will know some
Okay. So
guidance.
sharing. Okay. So number one, you're getting rid of all that dead fecal material in your gut, your colon. So
Yep,
people, if you have an extended belly,
yep,
it could just be um, gut issues. All
yep,
right. So again, by doing the detox, you can actually flatten your gut. All right, because you're getting rid of it. Your colon will expand as much as it wants to. Your colon is supposed to be like this.
yep,
It can
yep.
get like this. All right. And that expansion is fecal material. So the aloe, the reason we do it slow like that is that it can go in there and start softening up the fecal material so that you can pass it. So experience it, you'll poop more.
You put more, okay.
You'll
Does your
poop
tummy
more
become
because you're
flat?
getting rid of that, and pooping is good. You're getting rid of that junk. I have people that do that several times a year because the they when you use the NutriClean kit, it has the Hepatocleanse in it, and it has also the release tablets. I personally, because of taking a diclofenac for many years, I cannot take the release tablets. When I take those, it hurts. They don't like
Yeah,
me.
that propionate is NSAID, yeah.
So I just use I use the Hepatocleanse. I use the fiber. I just can't use the release tablets. And that's something, if you have that, you start your clients on one release tablet before they go to bed at night because they might experience cramping. All
Oh,
right. And if as soon as they have a negative response to something, they're going to stop it. So
yeah.
you let them know. So the release tablets, they say, several times a day. I never tell my clients that. I have them take one at night because they're going to sleep, take one in the morning. How do you feel? If you're feeling great, take one in the afternoon. But if you experience a lot of pain and cramping, I don't have them take it. So
Okay.
that's it. So I don't know if how often do you the 1 to 7? It doesn't matter when you do it. It's when you do it. I mean, you can do it on a Monday, on a Tuesday. It's not like you're going to run to the bathroom. It doesn't cause that effect. You're not going to
Oh,
have
it doesn't.
diarrhea from taking
No
too much.
diarrhea effect. Okay.
No. So, like for instance, I've had my hips replaced and I know what they do to me. I know it. All right. I know they put me under and I know they shut everything down and I know they don't let me go home from the hospital until I poop. That's just what it is. When I had my hip replaced, I interviewed my doctors. I was probably not the nicest patient. I'm a very good patient, but I interviewed my doctors saying what happens. And I said, "You can be my doctor if I can take this aloe bottle with me and take this instead of the laxatives you're going to give me." He said, "Sure. But if your aloe's not working, you're going to take the laxative." I said, "It'll work." I went home from the hospital one day early because I was pooping and I could go home. He said, that's really good. And I said, yeah, it is. So, and the nurse, it was funny because the nurse that was my attendant was also a friend of mine. She was in Market America and she said she made sure I had my aloe. So it was good. So the aloe went with me to the hospital. Nothing wrong with it. It's not a pharmaceutical. Um,
Okay.
the best flavor of aloe, um, is the one you like. My kids all drink the strawberry kiwi. That's what I like. New customers that have sensitive gut issues, they're sensitive to daily essentials. I don't know what that question. I don't know. I don't understand that question. You mean they have a sensitive gut and they're
So there are
sensitive to
some
daily.
customers that are sensitive to OPC because it's acidic. So as I'm
Okay.
asking, for those customers that's sensitive or customers that has gut issue, then what will be the best to start? What kind of best product
Okay.
to start? Yeah.
So if they have gut issues, I start with aloe before I start with the daily essentials. If I know they have gut issues and they're telling me their gut is sensitive, a lot of people don't know, but if they know, I will start them off with a bottle of aloe and then I will add then either the daily essentials or OPC. It depends on what are they taking it for. If they want a simple thing, they're going to take the daily essentials. I have them add more water. So instead of the 8 ounces, they might add 10 so it goes through slower. Yes, I know it's not isotonic, but they're still getting 50% absorption rather than 80% absorption. I want them to get into the routine of taking it, and then once their gut feels better, then they can back off to the 8 ounces. And or I have them take it through, rather than drinking it like a hose they might take an hour to drink their daily essentials. They're sipping it. And when they sip it, I have them use a straw because they won't drink as much, gulp as much with a straw. Okay. Serlina, constant backache due to abortion, baby, and didn't rest well. You definitely can take the aloe. With the backache, again, it could be inflammation, or is it, or do you need to stretch out? If you're waking up with a backache, it could just be you need to do some back stretching, just easy bending, standing over before you even get out of bed. Take your knees and bring them up one by one to your chest. Just stretch out your legs, move your feet back and forth, your ankles, stretch out your back. Um, that might help with a backache. But again, the backache could just be tense muscles, and a product isn't going to help that, but gentle stretching will. And you can take aloe. Yeah. I don't know what kind of pain spray you have. If you have the magnesium pain spray there, or if you have the new, they just put it under a new title, the other pain spray. That might help your back also. Magnesium is great with that. Why sip it over several hours in the day using a straw? No, it all depends upon how is your stomach receiving it. If they're 76 and want to drink it slow, let them drink it slow. The point is to get it in, not flush it down really quick. You want your, and as we age, we absorb things differently. So you want to make sure you get full absorption. So maybe drinking it slower is fine as long as if it takes them an hour to drink 8 ounces, perfect. They're getting 8 ounces. So, and using a straw, sometimes it's more fun to drink out of a straw. They like it. Older people like it. I don't know, rather than out of a cup, especially kids. Acid reflux, the sour taste and heartburn, chest burning. Yes, full recovery is absolutely, absolutely available. But again, aloe, acid reflux, what it means is it's going down and it's coming back up. That acid is coming back up and actually burning holes in the esophagus. That's acid reflux. So again, for acid reflux, definitely aloe. Okay, sorry, I lean back. Definitely aloe before you eat. Aloe as you're eating. Aloe is aloe. You can take it with food, without food. Nothing is going to change aloe. I love it that way. Um, I actually took aloe and froze it in ice cubes, and my kids thought they were popsicles. I don't care. I mean, aloe is
Wow,
aloe. They're getting it in.
that's a
Um,
wonderful idea.
so acid reflux, aloe, digestive enzymes, the prime digestive support, all of those help with gut health. But the best thing for acid reflux is the aloe and digestive enzymes when they're eating or drinking aloe when they're eating. Um, yes, and just more aloe. I actually had a client that literally could not lay in bed because he had acid reflux so bad that he couldn't lay horizontal. He had to sleep in a chair. His name was Tom. And I said, Tom, try this aloe. He says, nothing's going to help, Barb. I said, Tom, try the aloe. I'm not charging you for it. I'm giving you a bottle of aloe. Take it. He took 4 ounces of aloe. He said, okay. He took 4 ounces of aloe. He called me at 5:30 in the morning. And my husband says, who's calling at 5? Nobody calls. Is something wrong with our kids? It was Tom. He said, Barb, Barb. And I'm going, what are you calling? He's a friend of mine. Wait, what's wrong? Nothing. I wanted to tell you, I slept through the night. Well, I didn't. I got up at 3 a.m. and I took more aloe and I went right back to sleep. And that's the first time in months that I could lay on my bed sleeping.
Wow,
Aloe heals.
that quick?
Everyone's different. Everyone
Okay,
is different. Might
wonderful.
take longer. I don't know. Everyone is different, but the point is they have to take it and they have to be regular in taking it. They have to be
Mm,
serious.
wow, good to hear that. Okay, great. Thank you for the sharing.
Well, this
Any more
was fun.
questions? Any more questions from the floor? Wow. If not, we are just came to the part right on time. And thank you so much, Bob, for sharing. Thank you for coming in to share, and we have learned so much from you. Thank you for the questions. Indeed, also, um, I would like to thank everyone who came in tonight to learn from Barb. Indeed, we love to learn more and hope to, learn from you. More sessions to come. Thank you so much, Barbara.
No problem. No problem.
Thank,
I love Steph. So anytime, let me know.
Thanks, Barb.
Love
Thank you
you.
so
Thank
much,
you.
Bob.
You.
Thanks,
thank
Michael.
you.
So
Bye-bye.
much, Bob.
Good night. Good afternoon. Or it's good morning for me.
Yes, good morning for you. Good
All
night for
right.
us. All right. Thank you
Have a
so
good day,
much.
Bye.
Bob.
Okay, take care.